All right. I did my normal reconnect. Nice. All right. I don't know why every week it makes me reconnect. All right. 13. That's a great start. Get some more people maybe pop in. I just did some messaging. How is everyone? Having a horrible sell off. The market's up a little bit. Knock on wood, right? It'll crash as soon as I say that. Let's do some leprechauns here. Fights, fights. Players and fights. All right. Get our talking points up. Check all the chats. Hey, does anyone have any questions to start off with? Any questions before we begin? Let's go check OpenSea. See if there's any deals out there. um, I've had a wildly successful day. I helped a friend get a job today. I helped a business owner get a line of credit. My wife is buying a $2,500 Jeep for my boys. They're just over the moon. It's like a little, it's like a souped up golf cart, but small enough for a kid. Let me get a picture. Actually, I can't dox it. It'll show all the kids, but um, what inspired? Oh, great question. I will. Thank you, JJ. Takes one to know one, right? Let's see what's on the market. But yeah, super good, super great Monday. Just in a great mood. Um, just getting my friend this job was amazing. Like he's just over the moon. It's a great job, and I cold called for him and got the owner. Went down and met with the owner this morning and got him a job, man. So you're, um, man, the market is even more picked clean than normal. What is going on here? There's not really. Wait, how many's even listed? 0.5%. A lot of cute hunters. Yeah. Timothy's kind of cute. Look at him. Rare background. Take a look at that guy. Nothing crazy. The rare face. Zombie hats. Not bad. Check this guy. Zombie. Good looking zombie. Crypto Carl. What's up, bro? 17. Wow. Okay. Magic number. Let's go to 23 next. Let's go. Uh, need a referral code. I onboarded 2 people in the last 24 hours that are actually developers and have their own games, and yeah, it's fun to like get feedback from developers. So that was really cool. I had some great calls today too with sister project. Hopefully we'll have a big announcement in 3 weeks with the project that's coming out. Their third game. It's a developer. Their third game's coming out. They're gonna like do some collabs with us. We're gonna do some cross promotional stuff. We're gonna have in-game rewards between. Um, I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that. Do you need a referral code? Oh man. A type of game, dude. It's kind of a new genre. It's like a team Hearthstone. It's a card. I mean, essentially, it's a card game, I guess you would say. But it's more of like we're calling. I mean, he calls it a gaming Legos, where you can actually create your own cards. You can create your own NFTs. You can create your own IP, and then it costs. the token to you have to burn the token to create the new NFTs. Just got a lot of cool ideas. The guy's he's about 10 years younger than me, and him and his brother started a gaming launcher, and they're on their third game, and they're just Winty knows what's up. Um, yeah, Hart, we'll do. I'll let you speak and just. I'm gonna do that at the end here. Let me just get through these real quickly on the marketplace. Oh, yeah, it's everything else is getting kind of pricey. All right, let's see this guy here. Yeah, Winty, awesome connection. Actually, we've become friends actually, so it's really cool. I can't handle any more card games. Yeah, no, I'm not describing it. It's not just a simple card game. It's like a nexus of three different games. This guy's really in tune with what works. Being his third game. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't even want to try to sell it as because I'm not going to describe it. I haven't played it either. So, yeah, but yeah, this kind of weak, rare background. Yeah, so a lot of good deals though been lately. I've been seeing some good snags. Oh wow, those are some hard traits to deal with there. Steel weapon's pretty rare. Undead calf, arguing face, and the color. That's not a bad one. I have to clean him up a bit. Not a bad one. Brian kind of definitely has a vibe. The belt, the shiny axe. Yeah, that's pretty rare. Undead. Yeah, let's see the boosts. Oof. Yeah. Man, it's just, the market just picked so clean. I saw the play to claim sold out. So awesome. So thank you. Congrats, whoever. I hope you. Um, let's see what hasn't win rewards for. uh, yeah, the rewards are it's. I think they'll be pretty quickly paid out. We don't have to worry about cheaters. I don't think. Um, yeah, but so cool those sold out, and I hope knock on wood someone got corrupted or something rare. So this Praetorian, yeah, this one's pretty solid. Rare cap ish face. Okay, this might be the winner of the day. Oh, dang, yeah. So just gonna need those free rerolls. Okay, so nothing really on the market that I would. It's I don't want to be rude, but yeah, low ball offer these. I mean, I don't think people are trying to really get out at this point. But anyway, okay, so there we go. All right, first question was from Hart, and I'll do the speaking at the end. Last 10 minutes, I'll have people come up and speak. But you had a question. What inspired the new update? I think you're meaning the new game mode. It's a soft PvP, and we want to have people. Our new tagline is more of a compete to win. We're not even going to use, it's not even win to earn or play to earn anymore. You're always going to be able to earn a little bit of money and make some time value there, but we really want you to compete, and we want you to climb the leaderboard. And we're going to drive a peer-to-peer economy because that's really the only way these games can survive is a peer-to-peer economy where you can't have the corporate office just dumping NFTs on you all the time. You have to give the means of production. And shout out to Chandler over at Sparkball. I mean, he really, like, over 2 years ago, I think, termed that, where the means of production have to be in the hands of the player. We have to give the players the ability to create assets and create value in game and then trade that with each other. And then that exchanges the time, money exchange between people with, because there's people with more money than time, and there's people with more time than money. And you've got to get that nexus to work for the game. And no one's really solved that. And I don't know, you're seeing some games really getting close though. So to answer your question, we wanted to start leaning towards a compete to win narrative and get leaderboards and get people earning token and making money by really playing the game and getting good, not just kind of coming in and just autopiloting, right? Because we've given out over $340,000, but a lot of it's just been a pretty simple daily grind with no real challenge, and we're proud of that. But now that we're moving into the let's really make people compete with each other and raise their skill level, and then make the game more immersive with um, more difficulty. So, so you can still win money without really competing, but you're going to win the most money by competing. So there you go. Okay. So now let's go to. I don't think I had any new questions for today. Uh, da-da, da-da. Wait, did I see that in the chat? Someone got a Master Saw from the plate. JJ did. I'll have to go back to the chat in a second. Uh, okay, talking points. Okay, so Reign of Power ends soon. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I think we did have a little bit of a 7 or 8 hour bug where people couldn't take the hill. So apologies, but that's why the prizes are a little scaled back this season. We didn't want to have too crazy of prizes. We knew there's going to be bugs. We're going to do the new season starting on the 29th of March. That'll run for 4 days, and we're going to do another beta season. So the prizes will be probably the same. Um, I think everyone's pretty happy with the prizes. We might try some character rebalances. We've had some discussion about removing the fast forward button because well, one, I mean, you can actually lose some of the fights if you don't use a couple of your mana points. But also, we want people to really enjoy and to fight and not just make it a clicker, grinder, tapper game. We want you to and slow down a little bit, not just make it a pure turnover where it's just turnover, 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 turnover the hill. Um, but that comes with character rebalances. Um, uh, I know Madukari is muted. Am I allowed to speak about the next motif that we're going to roll out? We had a meeting yesterday, as we do on Sundays with everyone. I think I'm just going to do it. Let me see here. Let me see if I'm going to get in trouble. I don't know if I can chat Madukari. Let me ask her. Um, Even though I love to leak, I don't like alienating the team, so I don't want to say anything that'll make them. Uh, um, so like, yeah, okay, cool. All right. So first alpha of the day. Let me go back to the chat. So I might have missed some things. Yes, you're allowed. Walsney, what's going on? BTV fam. Philemon, always so good to see you, brother. JJ, you're a monolith now. You're one of the foundations. New Scorpio, you're my brain. You've really helped me like flesh out the scholarships, and I'm actually going to be reaching out to Immutable this week, and I have maybe an angle to get scholarships going because I really, really want to get scholarships going. I want players to be able to start the game, no money invested, make money, and then help the whales. I have scholarships in several games, and I mean, Walsney can tell you, Walsney this week. I mean, didn't our scholars make like probably over $100 collectively? I think. I mean, we had one guy get an egg, and we had a couple Seeds of Evolution, and yeah, I think our scholars made like over $100, more than that. Yeah, I don't want to be facetious, but you know me, I'm trying to keep it sandbagged. But yeah, no, I mean it was great. Our scholars in another game made over $100 easily this week, and if the game's fun, it's not bad, right? So 20. Cheers! Wow, if we get to 23. So honored by you all. Seriously, namaste for everyone being here. It's a Monday. I know you're busy. Everyone's so busy today, so I really appreciate you all. Um, just gives us energy. We know we have a great community. That's one thing I keep speaking to C-level executives at different games and founders, and without the communities, everything's over. So, okay, so the alpha. What's next? Spells. We've got the spells defined. I want to say 30 spells are coming. I think we have 40 in the cooker, but I think we're going to roll out 30. But actually, I think we're only going to roll out like maybe 10 to start. Um, 8 to 12. Yeah. Okay. Madukri is here. Great. Yeah. 8 to 12. I'm going to say 10. I'm just saying 30 is, I think, the high water mark. I don't think we're going to go over that in the long term. But yeah, short term, we're going to roll out even maybe 5 to 10. We don't want to like completely blow up the meta. Crypto King, what's going on? What's your profile there, man? What is that? Some kind of tech angel? 9 to 13. uh, Meadowin. Oh, cool. Yeah. So spells are coming, and obviously, this is going to shake up the meta. We hope to breathe some life in the PvP world, but ultimately, um, it'll change a lot with ROP because if you have a spell book on your character, we can make the very very low level bot AI logic make it spend a mana point on the spell, right? The way we're doing with the normal trait. So yeah, spells are coming. We're very excited. We're getting the artwork ready, and I'm not going to give a hard date, but I don't think it'll be no more Reign of Priests. Exactly. Yep. Definitely the spells will really target the priests. Um, yeah. I mean, but we're even looking at balancing. We may even balance the priests. There's rumors that we may do that. So, um, let me see what else I can talk about. Yeah, exactly. So, the yeah, the spells are going to essentially just be a way for you to kind of like have a hybrid character, right? Where you can kind of steal from other classes and use different. Yeah, yeah. Gestures will. We're trying to. Yeah, like I said, we're thinking about some character rebalancing. Okay, so, um, but yeah, we want to make it way more fun for the meta, and we want people. We want people using different item combinations. We want some of these items that never get used to be used more, right? And we want people creating and exploring, and the spells are going to break it wide open. Um, Also, there'll be an NFT component to it. There'll be an in-game and an NFT because remember, we're trying to drive towards NFT sales and volume to get all of our grant money. We have grants from Immutable and Altura. Shout out to them; they're amazing. They've just been absolutely amazing. Altura is actually rolling out their test net for their AI NPC marketplace and ability, and I have been approved to join their beta. I think it starts this week. If I'm Philemon, have you started yours yet? Did you get in? I think Philemon, did you get into Altura's? No, not yet. Okay, I think it's this week or something. I remember. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I got to go check, but yeah. So we had crazy storms again this weekend, so I was off keyboard for like almost 20, 30 hours straight. So, but I'm catching up. Cool. Yeah, excited. Actually, yeah, like 300 people. Cool. Yeah, I actually sent another game developer to Altura, and he's really excited. So it's just like I think it's the second one now that I'm sending over to Altura. I love the networking. So, and Immutable's been amazing with their tech support. I mean, they're so busy. Immutable has now signed the three largest Asian gaming companies in the world, all over $1 billion company. Um, Immutable got voted the fastest growing gaming chain. They're crushing all the metrics. We're very blessed to be a part of the Immutable family. So shout out to them. Let's see here. Let's see how many chats I got. Hold on. Okay. All right. So yeah, spells are coming. I don't think there's any spell books left. There will be a little bit of cost to minting spells and doing some. So again, you should really just be stacking truffles if you can. Um, yes. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, for the Reign of Power, if you did beat any staff, make sure you send your photos in a ticket. Open a ticket and just send your photos because like I said, we do have a special prize for whoever killed the most staff members. And shout out to Riot. He was holding down the fort for the team. I mean, he definitely took the brunt of all the attacks. I wasn't able to play. Andrew was on vacation. Um, Morig is just slammed, and the devs are slammed. So I think really Riot was the only one really showing up and playing. So thank you, Riot. And rumor is I think we're going to do something for you, brother. Um, I think my Dukery is cooking up something nice. So there you go. Because you add value to the community, we add value to you. That's the way we've always been. So that's it with Reign of Power. Like I said, we're looking at maybe some character rebalances, remove the fast forward. Please keep those. We really appreciate your all's feedback. We want Reign of Power to be a fun game because it's critical to our marketing strategy. The marketing strategy probably be mid-April. We're going to activate the next round with Immutable, which the first round of Immutable was called the Audience Builder, and it got us. We doubled our socials. Our Discord's over 16,000 people. Our Twitter doubled. We retained a lot of the people. We got a lot of exposure. But the second part of Immutable is a pretty big spend, nearly 5 figures just for the month. And that actually will go towards pushing us to the gyms program. And we're going to be featured on the gyms starter page. And then, they have 200,000 users. Their average wallet contains about $180. We hope to bring them in and let them play the game. If you're a new player and you just roll in off the street, we want you to, play the PVE, but also end up at the PvP soft ROP, right? You should be rain of powering. We're gonna have multiple level 1 hills. That's definitely gonna happen. We're still kicking around the idea of having hills that have certain mechanics, like maybe you have a poison every round, or you can't heal, or maybe double damage, or there's all kinds of things we can do with the hills, make each hill, specific. And we want, we have we have a Vietnamese DAO and another gaming DAO in Brazil that are waiting on us to get the ROP finalized because they want to do game nights. Because right now, when we go into these DAOs, we really don't have a way to stream. We don't have a way to offer prizes. So if we have ROP, we can do like little mini tournaments and say, hey, whoever captures the most heals in this hour while we're streaming gets 100,000, truffles or something, right? So ROP is critical to this because our streamers are and any content creators out there that are waiting. We don't want to activate the content creation program until ROP is really ready because we want those content creators streaming and posting and tweeting about, hey, I just captured the hill and now I'm going to win this prize and you can come test it out for free. And again, our goal is to capture 1% of the 200,000 daily users that IMX has. So we're really, really hoping to gain, 1,000, 2,000 players, and maybe some of those stick, right? So if we, we still have our target. We set a target of 10,000 players by end of July in December. It still looks like a pretty big hill to climb, but not necessarily. So if we can get Immutable to really get our exposure out there for the gyms, and we get a lot of players, trying the game and liking it, and the market kind of like softens for the Web3 narrative, then you could see that. But still a tough bet at this point. Let's see. Now let me go back to the chat because I've been in my notes and I've been no rebirth hill. Oh, that's cool. Huh. That's a good idea. Rebirth. No, yeah. Then maybe a hill with only free to play and no unique items. I killed Riot a bunch of times. Riot was he's just such a great person. I killed you, Enoch. I have proof. That's awesome. I didn't get to play much. I'm really sad. I was. We've had such crazy storms this year. I mean, I've repaired so many buildings and chasing down chickens every time. So, more than 200 confirmed kills on the team. Wow. Okay, Walsney. Rarest kills. Yes, that was me. Yeah, I remember that. It was a twin fight, like a mirror fight. Look at us. Our twin. Yeah, we had twins almost, right? Awesome. So, okay, I'm gonna go back to my notes and keep going. If anybody has questions, just please type them in. And like I said, we'll do an open up for chat at the end if anybody wants to come up and speak. Oh, merchandise is coming very soon. Madukri would say, hey, if you have any merchandise that you want us to do, please open a ticket and tell us. I went to buy my sweatshirt and it was sold out. The material, so I think it's back in stock. I need to go back and do that. It's on my I think it's on my to-do list for tomorrow. New NFTs are coming soon. Oh, okay. I shouldn't read that so casually. Next alpha of the day is our new NFTs are coming out. We've already asked the whales and some of our super users what the appropriate pricing to refill the action points are. I'm not going to really give any other feedback than that because I just want to hear from everyone. You can price it in truffles, you can price it in US dollars, but like, okay, so imagine you guys are running a business, right? And let's just say on the low end, let's just use the low end of our DAU. I think we're around like 250 DAU. Let's say we're at 200 DAU. Let's just say we have 200 players every day. And let's say half of those want to play more. What would those people spend? Like 50 cents a day or $1 a day? Because, if we get up to 1,000 players and half of those are spending $1 a day, that's $500 a day. That's 15,000 a month. That's a pretty good budget for us as an indie game. I mean, I know like bigger games are burning like 500,000 a month or 100,000 a month and burn, but and we are going to increase our burn. We're interviewing developers to be what we're calling our Nexus developer, which will be full time, and they'll have satellite developers around them that are part time. So we are getting ready to spend a lot more money on developers and a lot more money on marketing, and that's one of the reasons we've made some changes recently. Is we're shifting the budget. But if you, feel inclined, just drop in the chat like, hey, I would spend 50 cents a day to have 20 minutes more of playtime, because we're thinking like, you buy a potion and it refills your character with all their action points. And again, that would be an NFT on chain that would create volume, that would get us closer to getting our, we need to sell about, really a 500,000 in NFTs in a year would be really great. That's our goal. We would hit a lot of metrics there. Um, but we just want to know what you guys would want to spend because we're not trying to extract. And remember, half of most of our collection. I don't know if every NFT will be 50% going to revenue share, but the big stuff, like the big ticket items, the play to claims, or the more expensive items, 50% of that's going to go to buybacks. I don't know if we would do that on these smaller, dollar items or whatever, because again, we want to create a nice cash flow for the business to scale. We need to scale. It's that time, and we're gonna have to spend money on marketing and user acquisition. We're gonna have to spend money on content creation. I will put the word out today that if anyone knows any good CSS front end devs, our back end is really solidified. I think we've got a great team on the back end now, but I would really want to interview maybe a new front end dev. We have a great front end dev, and she's awesome, but we don't want to like stress or lean on her too much, and we would kind of like another one. Um, yeah, backend's crushed it. We've yeah, Winty helped with that. Winty, shout out, brother. You really yeah, so CSS front end dev. Have them hit me up, and we do salary, revenue share, token allocation, all kinds of competitive you know packages, right? Okay. What's going on in the chat here? So, what's going on? Aha, if anyone called me a whale, I wasn't asked that favor. Oh, well, if you're a whale, you have 5 million token, and you should be in our. We have a whale chat, where we love our whales. Like we have the best whales. I mean, obviously our token has went up and went down like everyone else's, but not nearly as violent as it could have been. We had a lot of early people cash out. That was even before me. I didn't get here till day 69. That's not a joke. But I mean, most of our Jeets are gone. If you look at the bubble maps, everyone's pretty solid. I mean, some people sell here and there to cash out. They need some money. I get it, but we have amazing whales. So shout out to you all. Um, but yeah, with compete to win and that narrative coming, you'll be able to win more tokens. So maybe a way for the team while PvP removes. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna get through spells, and then we're gonna talk about the next iteration. It's going to either be, Guild Wars or Dungeons or maybe a whole revamped PvP system. So maybe everyone think about that. Like, I'm obviously pro dungeon because I want people to be able to grind um, a certain amount of dungeons per day and then get very rare items, like all new items that you can only get from the dungeons, NFTs that you can only get from the dungeons. Mycelium is going to have a ton of use cases. Um, yes. So, are there well perks? Right now, mainly just access to asymmetric information a little bit, but we're pretty. I leak everything, so not really. Um, we're gonna have tiers. So there is, we have to add more utility to the token. So Madukri has been working very hard on setting up a tier system to where basically you'll never want to sell because you'll lose a lot of your quality of life perks. But essentially, you'll have we're going to sell a battle pass, and if you have a certain amount of token, you get the battle pass for free. So there's going to be like there's going to be, um, yeah, absolutely going to be benefits to having more token. Yeah, and you're going to want to be a whale because once breeding gets here, again, I want to get too much into it, but that's when it really takes off for the whales. And being a whale and someone that has scholarships, and I invest money, I give out 80% of all our money to our scholars. And the 20% we keep actually goes right back into the kitty, and we buy more NFTs. So most whales honestly don't want to extract if they want the game to succeed. and that's what kind of hurt Axes is there too many people got into the game that didn't care about the game or care about the players, right? So that kind of hurt them, and they've reinvented themselves several times. So, um, hello nurse, um, maybe NFT to play some or yeah, I think we are gonna have an NFT only heal, maybe. I don't know. Exactly. Yeah. Real true whales just want to pay it forward, and then the payout is when the game becomes successful, then you can generate revenue from creating new stuff in game, right? And essentially that onboards new players, right? Right. So 5:32, we're doing good on time, and so yeah, tiers are coming. Yep. Cool. New frontier. That's all. Funny. Cool. So I think I'm almost out of talking points. Let me go check again, and we can maybe end a little early today. I always say that, and then we end up usually going right at time. Yeah. So the new NFTs will be the action points, and everyone should kind of chime in on what they think those should be. Maybe what how many truffles you think it should be, or how much USDC. And then we're gonna sell truffle NFTs, right? Where people can just hop on the game, play, and go, oh, okay, I'm out of action points. I want to buy some of those, and then I want to play some more. And then hell, I want to buy some gear, so I need some truffles, or I need to re-roll some characters. The markets have been picked so clean that I mean, we're gonna have to do something to get people to start selling more items. So I don't know. Maybe a special new snowflake NFT. That was a really good idea that me and Madukri, I think, were talking about. But snowflakes kind of really create, they create a lot of items, right? But if you're not here at Christmas, you don't really have any snowflakes, and you don't have a lot of them. So, um, yeah, be cool to. I may have just stepped in it a little bit. Let me go see if Madukri is saying anything. I don't think so. Um, when is the next batch of the play to claim sale? I think we're gonna wait until the new NFTs come out. So we'll do that all at once. So we're probably gonna do one more play to claim sell before the immutable marketing, but then that might be the last one for the community. So we'll probably do like another like maybe 150, and if those sell quickly, then maybe we'll do another 100. I mean, we don't want to, you know, we want our community to get as many as they want, but we also don't want to not have any for the new players that come in down the line, especially till we get closer to breeding, right? Like, I don't want to run out of play to claim and then have 6 months before breeding hits, because as we just saw, the market is picked very, very clean. But that's another reason I'm really trying to get scholarships going, to where basically you give someone the email and the password, or your passport login, but then they can't do anything without a 2FA, like a email 2FA or a authenticator or something, right? That's what most gaming chains are doing. You just give someone the access to the wallet, but they can't do anything with the wallet. Okay. Should spores and truffles be the same thing at this point? No, because spores are like the in-game currency. That's we're not really worried about the tokenomics or economics of it. Truffles is going to have to be more of our stable coin for the game, like our Stone of Jordan, right? Um, and yeah, we're gonna have to always keep those separate. So no, I don't see that those be the same. Like a landlocked whale blubber hole. But crypto, I mean, so Carl, if you have, I mean, maybe, I mean, we can always play around with it, but um, no, truffles is kind of like our stable coin, really. Yeah, I don't even check the market anymore. I used to check the market every day, but it's so dry that um, there's nothing there. And I want people, but if you use a referral code, you get a pretty good amount of. I'm gonna die. Oh no, I didn't die. That's good. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a 5-minute warning here, but also Crypto Heart, you wanted to talk. Let's see if you're still here. Yes, you are. But let's get you up here to speak. There you go. Invite it up. Anyone else wants to come up and ask any questions or be on the stage, please raise your hand. Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. So one truffle is 100 spores for most stuff. Cool. That makes sense actually. It's not a fit. Right, right. Yeah, exchange rates change. All right. So let's do, like I said, a 5-minute warning, and we'll close at 5:42 unless anyone comes up with anything that they want to ask. And I'm gonna check all my chats. Go look at everything here. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. I thought CA, so is that Canada? Crypto King? CA? Okay, I don't see anything in Telegram. Okay. Nothing in the well chat. Okay, I'm gonna check. Ontario, cool. I went to Niagara Falls a few years ago. Okay, that's all my talking points. I don't see any other questions. 3-minute warning, and we will call it a day. I really appreciate everyone. 20 people, just amazing. I think we got up to like 21 was our high watermark. Just very honored. Thank you all for that. Um, oh, a bunch of Canadian people. What's going on? You're welcome. Thank you all for being here. And any other questions before we go? So yeah, 329, the new season of Reign of Power. 21 is so awesome. That's crazy. I'm so impressed. And you guys are just fantastic. Check out the leaderboard. Yeah, congrats. All right. Well, we'll do one more minute. If nothing else pops up, we'll call it a day. The next season, 329, the 29th of March. And it'll run for 4 days. There might be some balance changes. Um, we'll see. And then spells, we're looking 2 to 3 weeks. Is it going to cost? No, it will not cost. Um, probably, we'll want it to cost sooner than later, but trying to wait till the truffle NFTs are available because I don't want people not being able, like, if you can spend like $5 and get you a bunch of truffles and then play ROP all day, and that's kind of what we want, right? So yeah, the second season will definitely not cost, but we want to have a sync though, because we're trying to create little revenue streams, and also we don't want it to be botted. We got to build everything for bots now. If you're not building out to protect from bots, you're asking for it, right? So, and then yeah, we'll be announcing the play to claim sell in a week or two. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate everyone. Oh, somebody's typing. Let's see, JJ. Anything else? Couple typers here. Ooh, any badges? I mean, they're supposed to be. We talked about it and we planned for it. I have to check with the devs on the art, and I think I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go hard maybe there. I want to. I think so. We might, if we have to do it retroactive, maybe. But yeah, no, you definitely should get a badge for being in the first season. Your prize is your badge. Okay, well, true. That's true. See what we can do. Yeah, we could do a Discord badge. Yeah, there you go. Or yeah, or yeah, totally. Thank you, Carl. All right, yeah. Everyone, have a great Monday, and we'll see you next week. But spells are coming. Thank you all. Yes, JJ, thank you. Scorpio. Oh, I see a couple people typing, so I'm gonna wait another minute. Thanks. Yeah, thank you all. Awesome. Cheers, everyone. See you next week. Bye.